to the Deucecast Extra. We are back for another fun-filled week of She-Hulk. And then, of course, we will also be talking about D23 because dang did a lot of news, mostly on the Marvel side. But there was a couple of Star Wars gems out there. Got Rhett in the chat, Coach in the chat. Thanks for joining, guys. Just to discuss this fourth episode of She-Hulk. Garrison, how's it going, buddy?
I may need to have an appointment set up with Earl after this.
Yes, teledoc.
Yeah.
Oh,
I ran into a staircase pre-show and was in such intense pain.
Hey.
I almost fell asleep.
God gave you two for a reason, man. So it'll be okay.
Just amputate above the elbow.
Yeah,
that's
right here.
Isn't that what that guy said about vaccinations?
Oh, I thought we were talking
recently.
below. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It was like God gave you two arms, so you can get the flu shot in one arm and the COVID shot in the other.
Not arms, my friend.
just my
No.
arm. Yeah,
Oh,
hit
just
my
your arm.
Just your arm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yes, exactly.
Bailiff Rifen, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And we've got
All
Roth from Wyoming. How's it going, buddy? Welcome to She-Hulk.
Oh,
Jacob Blaze.
I want to see a magic trick. I can't do any.
Yes, this was a fun episode. At least I liked it. We'll get into it, but
Super
it seems
fun.
like I was maybe the only one that liked it. Erlison.
What's up?
What's up?
Spell my name. Why is
Um,
not where you think?
This? Oh gosh.
Sorry.
This one was called "Is This Not Real Magic?" Oh my gosh, Rhett. This one was directed by Kat Corio, who I think is the showrunner, right? I mean,
she's the one who's been directing all the
Yeah,
episodes.
she's the director.
oh, I thought
The
somebody
show-
else.
Jessica
No,
Gao is the
Jessica Gao is
showrunner.
the writer.
Yeah. Okay.
Cat Coro.
Kat
Corio?
Corio? I don't know. She-Hulk's new client Wong is suing a magician for unauthorized use of the mystic arts.
Of the sling ring.
Of the sling
Isn't
ring.
that what they call it?
So,
By the way, Rhett's right. Madison may be the best new MCU character.
No, just the best.
Yeah,
Just the
she's
best
the
ever.
best.
Yeah.
she's
This is the best,
the best
content from the MCU we've ever gotten.
Mhm.
I'm so down for this show. It just
Oh, so you're
Madison
going to be Rhett this week.
forever.
I can't believe we only have 5 episodes left.
I know. I know.
Give
The
us
time-
10 more.
The
Like,
time.
I'm so happy they don't just drop all 5 at
Look,
once
no, don't. Y'all, you guys can't pull this off.
into the garbage.
Yeah, only Rhett does it really well.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. I can't.
It's okay. I mean, as much as I did not like episode 3, I think maybe that's the game they're playing. Like,
Mhm.
this is a really bad episode, and so you're gonna definitely like episode 4 better than episode 3. I mean, I don't know. I had fun. It was fun.
I thought this was a fun episode.
I've given up on like the show being serious in any way or having any ramifications.
Mikey
of
thinks this is
anything.
like Godzilla versus Kong or something where he can just flip his brain off. But the
I
problem
can.
is we're in a cinematic universe where this stuff is supposed to go together.
Coach asks a really important question. I wonder if Madison was gone during the snap.
We were all wondering that.
And she might still be gone.
She's gone in general.
Is she perpetually drunk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, Rifen, I think a lot of
She's living
society
her best
is.
life.
I think she is a commentary on society because a lot of society is
Okay,
perpetually drunk.
you're giving him too much credit here, Mike.
You know, Garrison, this is an opportunity here for us. No, I'm just kidding.
Do we need to ban Rhett from the chat? Good lord.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, he's fine. He's fine.
He's banned from the show, that's for sure.
Wow.
I don't know. We could use him this week. No.
So I mean, basically, she gets Blonsky off. He's like living the dream now. And he's with all his people. I guess
His 7 true loves,
his
or
7
many.
true loves, or
No,
whatever.
His 7 soulmates.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Rhett's right here. I mean, that's what they're going for.
I know, Rhett.
I mean, that's what they're going for. But I mean,
Oh, that's true. That's the same stick, isn't it?
yeah. Oh, sorry. I guess I used the incorrect terminology. My bad. But
So
She-Hulk tried to get someone else off this episode. That's for sure.
Wong is troubled. Wong is
That
not
was
happy.
She did.
I mean, yeah.
well, Johnny Blaze has taken and used real magic. Johnny Blaze played by Kat Coro's husband. By the
So
way.
are we to believe that as long as you
yeah.
have that ring, you can just do magic on a whim? Like you don't have
Well,
to have any special
He was
skills
a
whatsoever?
student.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was a
that's
student
right.
at Comertage.
Yeah, that's right. He was a student at Comertage. I don't even
It's
watch this show.
Comertage.
Now, if you want to ask, if you want to ask that question about No Way Home,
Mm.
Well,
good
but
question.
There's a big hole
Ned,
there.
Ned said that
Ned.
magic runs in his family. His grandma said that, and he gets some tingling in his fingers sometimes. And Doctor Strange tells him he's got to go see a physician. So
I mean, I guess that's all we
probably
need.
you're going to get some tingling in your fingers
Yeah.
from your
Yeah.
injury.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that's all we need. That I
guess in terms of the consistency of a cinematic universe, let's talk about that for a second. Okay.
Okay, do
So
it.
we get the Mystic Castle scene, which is supposed to be a parody of the Magic Castle in Hollywood, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is
I
a real
think you're
real
right.
magician's club.
Yeah.
Where they would never let a guy like this play, but
No,
that's
they
fine.
wouldn't.
It's a joke.
I'm not a magician, Michael. I'm an illusionist. The trick is what the cord does.
I wish he was Job. That would have made this episode even better. The audience clearly thinks his tricks are horrendous,
terrible,
and they are.
Terrible.
Mhm.
They're not responding
Why are
to
they
his
still
trick.
there? Why are they there?
Yeah, there's barely any crowd, but the ones that are there are not responding to his tricks. They respond to the opening of the portal. That's fine.
Mhm.
Cut to courtroom. He does another horrible trick. Another horrible trick, which then the audience responds very favorably to.
Mhm.
They're all clapping and cheering.
I don't.
Yeah.
What is happening here?
I liked when he showed the bird. He says,
I feel like we don't live within the same universe sometimes in this show. I feel like there's
No.
almost a disconnect between we got to go really silly here.
Right.
And it's not
right.
really something that would happen in that universe.
This is not high
because
art.
the universe
here,
is supposed to be grounded.
No, is
Then-
it anymore though? I mean, really?
We don't even know what multiverse this could be. This may not be
No,
the real
this is
She-Hulk
this. I mean, we're
Oh, well, that's true.
yeah.
What do they call it? 616.
Yes.
Always be twerking. That's all. That's the rule. Always be twerking.
I think that like the MCU is in an interesting place because it just it's like they don't care about a lot of things anymore. All of a sudden.
I think Feige has stretched himself too thin. He's not working directly on these projects as much anymore.
Right.
He's got
It's too
people
much going
underneath him working on the projects. And I think that's a mistake. I think there should be less shows. Honestly.
And we'll be talking about later that there's definitely not going to be less
No,
shows,
but that's the thing is for the foreseeable until Phase 6 is over, these shows are going to continue to come. So they've just got to find a way to make the well, maybe I'm the minority here, but they've got to find a way to make these shows better. Some of these shows better.
Red has
Most
some good
of-
points
yeah.
here.
Interesting, Brian. I don't watch cable, so I didn't, or news shows. I didn't know they'd been hyping this shows.
There are people that are very surprisingly in love with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
I don't really get
not
it.
surprising to me.
They all have, well,
This is probably the
they
most
have
down.
different chromosomes than we have, probably.
This is probably the most down I've been on a Marvel show overall. And I thought
Red has a good point. I mean, why not bring in all the sorcerers from Carmitage? Why?
Well, that I can.
But
at
maybe
least
he's trying to
go-
keep his
that-
relationship with Madison.
That I can at
out of
least go.
Carmitage.
That I can at least go from a logic sense. The comic books do that stuff all the time, where they just go, "Okay, this person has to come into this comic to be a part of the story to
Okay,
fix this
all
stuff."
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you do go, "Well, why didn't they just go to this other person?"
Why not the Avengers? Why not call
Yeah,
up?
yeah. So
Well, but you can say that about anything, though. You
Yeah.
you can't let yourself get into that trap because you could have said that about any movie at any
that's-
time. And
that's
I
what we're
mean,
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't. And I guess and this is not where I want to be with the MCU, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
at the point now where like after Endgame for me, or maybe Far From Home, or No Way Home. I don't know. I think like it's going to be hard for me to believe them getting really super serious again after what they've given us on these Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of the Disney Plus shows are they're trying to play for laughs. I mean, not so much Moon Knight, obviously, but I mean, Miss Marvel, there was some, like, they were trying to play it for laughs, and I liked that show quite a bit better than I do this show. But this show is so like harmless.
I liked What If more than this show.
Well, yeah. I mean, this show is
And
so
that's saying a
harmless
lot.
that I don't mind if they are silly. But I need to understand like why all of a sudden they're going to get super serious again if they're giving it, or like put She-Hulk in a super serious situation, and we're going to buy that she's able to like woman up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to say man up, but I mean,
I agree. I for the most part would say that I am fine with humor and taking something super silly in the MCU, especially in these shows.
Yeah, I mean, Thor's
But
that way now.
I haven't laughed at this show, I don't think, yet.
Well,
Like,
I liked this Madison character. She was
Yeah,
all right. I mean,
I don't know if it's because I watched it like Friday night. I had to go to a terrible work event and I was just miserable. And then I got home and I put on She-Hulk. And so
And it
maybe
made
it
you
wasn't
happy.
like the best mindset to watch it in.
that's right.
But I was just like,
Oh.
this girl is obnoxious and I am not having fun. And this is the longest episode yet. Oh boy.
Look, Rhett tells you embrace what it is and enjoy
Right.
Madison.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Red.
And Wongason.
Uh-oh.
It's the
Wongers.
Madison Cinematic Universe anyway. So.
Yeah, the
That's what
Madison.
the M
Cinematic
stands for.
Universe.
Wongers. Can we get Froyo yet?
That was the best line.
I know.
I loved it.
I know.
I'm
love
sorry.
I loved when
I
she
had
spoiled
moments
The
when I enjoyed
Sopranos.
her, actually.
Oh yeah, when she spoiled the Sopranos, there was some good stuff in this episode.
You know, I did like the Sopranos stuff, but I was a
Yeah.
little bit disappointed they spoiled it because I just wanted to show off my Sopranos knowledge and be like,
Mm.
oh, long-term parking. I know that episode. That's when this happens.
Yeah.
But they did
So
it.
you
for
would
me.
have spoiled it.
And they're
I'm just
spoiling the show. Like, I've never seen Sopranos, and I'm like,
I
well-
know.
Well, okay.
Well, is that the show's fault or your fault? You're watching She-Hulk instead of the Sopranos.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
right.
that's fair.
You do, yeah, you do, yeah, exactly. You do get mad when people spoil things, but it's your fault. You should watch it right away. You shouldn't wait a day and a half.
I shouldn't wait a
I mean,
decade.
well,
to watch
you
The
shouldn't-
Sopranos.
you shouldn't wait
it's been
several
like
hours.
15
Yeah,
years.
Rhett says you have 10 years. You had 10 years.
It's probably closer to 20 at this point.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it
mean,
feels
it
like it.
started in like 98.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you know what's
I think?
really bad about Sopranos is I tried to watch it and I couldn't get into it.
Oh
I
man,
couldn't.
really?
I really couldn't. And
I loved it.
it
See, the
may
thing
be
is, I think
because it was so dated. I don't know.
That
I don't know.
that show starts off more comedic, doesn't it?
Sopranos.
And then gets
not
more
re-
serious as it goes on.
No, it
I
pretty
didn't
much
feel- yeah.
carries the same line of there's a lot of very funny parts in the show,
Mhm.
but it's also they kill a lot of people as well.
Mhm.
The boat sinks.
Man, I don't.
Are we talking about Gilligan's Island? What?
Titanic.
Oh,
Oh. Well, that would be for Jennifer. So
Yes. Yes. Jessica? Wait, what?
the person who hasn't seen Titanic, Mikey.
Oh, Jennifer Kaufman. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought we meant Jennifer
Yeah.
Walters.
Uh,
Yeah.
No.
I see.
Who, by the way,
someone-
I'd swipe right on her or left
No.
or whatever it is.
You know like
I don't get Tinder culture. I've never like
Look,
experienced
do
I
we
it.
do.
like-
It's a
no-
struggle. It's a
there is-
struggle.
is
Tinder
there's
and
no
the apps.
way. There is no way a girl looking like Tatiana Maslany is not getting matches. on
Yeah,
this
that's
No,
what that's what
no,
seemed
that's
ridiculous
stupid.
to me.
She's
A
attractive.
guy
mean-
looking like me doesn't get matches.
Yeah.
A girl looking like her has swipe right.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I don't-
swiping
like-
on her.
Like, look, she may not like
Especially-
them, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do lawyers really like
I mean, she
use
has her hair
Tinder?
done up to
Oh yeah.
Do attractive
I'm
lawyers
sure.
need to use Tinder? I mean,
legal.
come on.
There's one called
But there
Legal
are-
Tinder.
Well,
Is there really?
No.
Lawyersonly.com.
Yeah.
Hey,
there
No,
are,
there's only
there are
Legal
other
Tinder.
websites.
Hold on, buddy.
Hey,
there are
Fett.
other websites like Bumble and stuff like that.
And
Maybe they use that.
Hinge.
I don't know. Yeah, Hinge.
Bumble,
They're
yeah.
probably not
Bumble and
Grindr.
Hinge are
but,
more.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
So
Some of them might use Grindr.
What's the hip one? Like, is Tinder not really hip
So
anymore?
no, it is. So here's how
Okay.
I would describe it. Tinder is the app of
Bulk
like
smash.
kind of they're all hookup culture stuff, but
Yeah,
Tinder
sure.
is the
A
less
lot of 'em.
serious college 3 a.m. get on Tinder and swipe.
Okay, yeah, I don't.
Bumble is a little bit more serious. The girls have to message first. Guys can't
Yes.
message first on Bumble.
Yes.
What is a woman?
That's a good
Just
question.
kidding.
You're getting
And then
catfish.
Hinge is probably the most serious of all three
Oh.
of them.
With a name
It's-
like that.
Their tagline is I can't remember the tagline now, but they say they're designed for you to stop using the app and to
Aw.
find relationships
Oh,
is
Reg.
their tagline. But
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, so some of that humor was a bit lost because I just don't. I'm old. I don't get Tinder. I mean, I've never
used it before.
I've never done any of those apps like that
And
before.
all the
so-
people I matched with, I was
Okay,
like, I don't-
boomer.
I don't really
no,
like these
seriously, that's
people.
basically what it is. I mean, I didn't get it. Hey, what's up, Matt?
Matt's
Yeah.
in the house.
Man, we're getting a lot of people coming to hang out for
Matt,
She-Hulk
swipe
tonight.
right. Swipe right.
I don't. It
Welcome
just.
to.
But
welcome to
yeah,
the
what
Tinder.
didn't make sense to me is
The
what
Tinderverse.
Roth said. Tatiana Maslany, I mean, or Jennifer or
Maslany.
Jessica, whatever her
Maslany.
name is, Jessica
Jennifer
Walters.
Walters. Jennifer Walters.
Is it Jennifer?
It's Jennifer
Yes,
Walters.
my-
Jessica
Oh.
Walter is the
Okay,
is
Jennifer.
the
lady
mom
from
from Arrested Development.
Yeah,
Okay, Jennifer.
and Archer.
Who
There's
died.
no way she would have struggles on Tinder.
No.
There's just no way.
No.
I mean, so
Yeah.
that was
That was a bit
dumb.
unrealistic, but
Yeah, but the show is too. So I
Yeah.
mean, what are you gonna do?
But when she turned green,
yeah,
the
I mean, hey.
swipes went crazy.
I would swipe right on She-Hulk.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I would.
don't
I would
know.
as well.
That's a lot of woman.
I did find the date scenes pretty funny. There was one or two of those like that I recognized kind of. Like
Well, so there's
those
a question
actors.
about one of them. Have y'all heard about the?
No,
one guy?
what's the question?
So the guy who was asking all the questions. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but there's a speculation that the guy that was asking all the questions about like, can something break your skin? What about adamantium? Like, didn't that guy ask some things like
No.
that? Did he say adamantium?
Well,
or
yeah, because
vibranium?
I recognized
he said
that.
vibranium.
Like
Yes, he said
I
vibranium.
he was a
Well, there's-
recognizable actor.
There's
I've seen
questions
him in
of
other
whether
stuff.
he's part of this gang that's trying to get her blood,
Mhm.
and so he really was on the date to try to find
So
out
that-
information about her.
that would be
That's
the-
the theory. I don't
The
know
Wrecking Crew.
that he was working with the Wrecking Crew and whoever's funding them.
But who is funding them? Yeah, I've heard that there probably is a
Well-
bigger bad than them. So
Mephisto,
should
I
be.
think.
Mephisto, no.
I think Mephisto's a good guess.
But,
No,
Mephisto,
it's
and
not.
so when she was there in the sling with the
Mephisto
goat,
wants to Hulk out.
you guys need to watch some shows. Watch some reactions and sort of reviews.
I think. Yeah,
When she was there in the
I
back
think
with
it's
the
gonna be more
goat, and the-
tech based
Yeah,
villain.
tech based. Yeah.
because they want her
Oh.
blood for some reason.
Is it gonna be Justin Hammer?
Well, I mean, maybe, but that'd be cool. But I don't think
No.
he shot anything.
No, I don't think he wants to. He wants to come
I
back.
know. I want to see
wants
him
to
in
come
Armor
back.
Wars. They were asking about Thunderbolts, but I want to see him in Armor Wars.
I think he would be good in Armor
I
Wars. He
think he'll
could
come
he
back
could be
with
good
that.
in Thunderbolts too, though. I mean,
yeah, but that's just a big cast. Like I don't,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
Yes, I already.
the chat is a hot mess.
Okay, so we need to know Ryfan's Tinder story, don't we?
Oh no. I mean, it's really boring. I matched with some people and I didn't like any of them. And I was just like, I'm leaving this app.
That sounds right.
Well, yeah. I mean,
crazy
wouldn't you
thing
think
about-
that Tinder would only really work well in a big, huge city? I mean, in small cities,
Wow,
I don't
that's
know.
insulting, Mikey.
No, but
I
I'm saying,
yes,
like in
it
a
would
small
probably work-
city.
it
would
works
prob-
better at
It would
you can
probably work better there, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
not like
saying.
yeah, Mikey, more hookups per weekend, bro.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, no, most definitely. Like,
I don't know.
especially like Cheyenne stinks. If we want to talk about the dating scene in Cheyenne, especially on the apps. I mean, every single girl I see is has at least one kid. It's crazy.
What's
It's
wrong
like
with
the
that?
biggest, it's not. It's not the biggest deal in the world. But when they're 20 years old and already have a kid, I maybe don't want to get in a relationship.
I maybe shouldn't mention this, but there's this girl who's been starting to message me that's got a kid. And I was like, I don't know you. Who are you? And then
She's watching now.
Yeah,
she's watching.
She is.
We got Scoop. We got Scoops.
I was working the other night, and she started begging me for like money, and I was like,
oh, that sounds like
that
fake
sounds
person.
like Chinese.
No, she's real.
Manti Te'o's girlfriend.
Te'o's girlfriend.
No, Jacob. She goes to my college. Like for
that
real.
person needs to go away. By the way, that person needs to go into the bottom of whatever jail they can find. I don't know. That's an evil person that did that.
I feel bad for making fun of Manti Te'o back in.
I don't feel bad. I mean, it's a part of the sport. But
here's an interesting fact about the show that magician's elderly assistant guy.
Yeah,
like the oldest actor, and he like 103.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
like 103 years old. Yeah,
he's 103 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
He's the oldest actor ever. Well, no. He's the oldest still working actor.
I would have believed it.
Yeah.
You could have just said that, Mikey, and I would have believed it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably been people
104 is his ret. Okay.
have lived that long.
He definitely filmed
at 103.
Yeah, he filmed at 103. He's 104.
Wow.
I mean, they had him crawling on the floor. I was like,
I know.
He smells like 100. What? He was running from Demon Babies.
He's 104 right now, but he filmed when he was 103.
Yes.
What does that even matter?
Yeah.
Dude,
I can get you some of the filming dates if you want them, right?
Grief.
He knows that. So they let in these demon creatures, right?
Yes, they did.
I'm trying to keep us on track here. So, meanwhile,
we're actually just trying to stall for David to get here, but I don't even know if he's actually going to be able to come. But
for D23,
yeah, he wanted to talk.
I'll drop out when.
No,
Earl, what's your preferred?
Dang,
Earl,
get that drop. I'll drop out when he gets here.
Earl, what's your preferred method of icing something? How long should someone ice something per hour?
Right.
It feels better.
Rest, ice, compression, elevation.
That's the best doctor answer ever. Dude, shut up.
No.
It feels
Dude,
better.
I'm off hours. Stop talking to me about work stuff.
Earl wants to talk about
leave
this
it on there
very
till
serious...
it turns. I'm talking about these demon creatures that flew
demon
around.
creatures. Earl is trying to talk about this very serious show.
We can amputate your arm later. That's
okay. Yeah.
So you want to leave it on until if it starts hurting or it starts turning white.
Okay.
Like frostbite, or it starts eating into the bone. That's probably a good time to remove the ice.
Eating into the bone?
Well, skin first, I guess.
Yeah. The guy won't wait that long.
When your skin starts to grow around the bag, maybe you should have removed it about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly, dude. This is yes.
I was just trying to extend for Dave. I was just trying to.
I will bring something up.
Okay, let's bring up.
I've got something from this episode.
Let's talk about the demons. The demons are.
I got to send my copay apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
So the only thing I was gonna say about the demons is they kind of reminded me of something from like Gremlins.
Oh, they kept growing.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
They did keep growing. That was interesting.
I don't know where they came from. Was it like another dimension?
It was another dimension.
It was
he
another
was
dimension.
He was sending because remember Madison went to a different dimension with she made some deal with
with it shows up with
I didn't know
heart.
I didn't know the portals could open up to different dimensions.
Yeah, that was new.
Have we seen that?
Was very new.
Before?
No, because
it's all been on Earth so far. I think.
Yeah, you would almost think like
the universe,
the Doctor Strange multiverse of madness, like that could have been.
Well,
some good problem solving.
Now wait a minute. Yeah, now when America was with Doctor Strange, they were going through different dimensions.
Yeah,
that's her star portal.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, that wasn't him.
That's her thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're right.
And
they can't
like he had
to.
He can go across the universe with the sling rings, but I've never seen different dimensions. So.
And like he had to do the like ghost walking thing into the dead body because he couldn't get to that.
Or
maybe Mordu created them.
Let me amend.
Maybe the demon.
Red
was
is so much better in the chat than he is on the show.
Let me amend. It's not different dimensions. It's not multiverses, right? It is a different planet across the galaxy. So that way you don't break something.
That's true. You could go to a different planet.
Okay. Yeah,
it did say different dimensions.
Oh, they
In
did?
the show, they
Yes.
actually said
Wong
different.
said
Oh,
he's
yeah,
messing
he
with
did.
dimensional travel.
Dimensional travel, and that's why he wanted to
Stop
make
him.
him stop doing his magic.
Interesting.
Because the whole world could collapse or whatever.
Okay, here's what I take from that. So obviously Wong and everybody at the Carmitage knows that you can do that, but it's a big no-no.
It's
And
forbidden.
that's why they're wanting to sue. Okay.
I've got to think that that's got to be more powerful than traveling Earth and the universe. Going to a different dimension. I feel like it would be you would have to be more trained for that kind of thing.
The quantum realm.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah, we know we can go across universes.
You could go to Jotunheim.
No, you can go across the universe. Titan to Earth.
Yeah, Titan to Earth. Yeah,
but not universes or dimensions.
Not dimensions. Not dimensions.
Yeah. We're not going to figure this out. The writers didn't figure this out.
Oh wow, I can't put that up. Oh geez.
Oh man.
Yikes.
He's like, oh, Red's making good points. Red's making good points. Holy cow.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal with that. I think that it's challenging to be a writer of a show when you are probably not given some type of guidance as to where you can go or not go, and you're just let loose to do whatever you want to do. It feels like that's what these writers are being allowed to do.
I've even heard some of the writers not even read She-Hulk. Like they interviewed one of them, and she was like, "Oh no, I've never read it."
Yeah, see, that's like, bothersome. I mean, it's not.
Bothersome.
It's certainly not a requirement.
Not unsurprising, no.
Coach, I'm confused. What do you mean Strange couldn't leave? Because they did leave in Endgame. They had to have left.
Yeah.
They came off of Titan straight onto Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Strange didn't get a chance with like Tony in Infinity War to leave because
he
was come on, Red.
He's not wrong.
In some cases, that is true. As someone who goes to college, I can tell you in some cases
that's fair. True. That's fair. Whatever. I mean, sure, if we're gonna say whatever we want to in the chat.
I'm not saying the writers of She-Hulk are that.
Let's just say they've not read Karl Marx either.
I don't know, Brian.
I've had to read Marx for class.
I don't think so, man. I really think that they're just biding time with this show.
Oh, they're setting up Thunderbolts, and
well, she's not part of Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
no, I don't know what she's going to be part of. I don't think anything.
Yeah,
I think Young Avengers is being set back up. She could be part of the regular Avengers.
Tatiana Maslany, the next time she gets interviewed, Tatiana Maslany, she's gonna be like, I don't know. Do people even want me to be She-Hulk anymore? I don't know. I just don't. I don't care.
Nice, Brie Larson.
Whatever, Brie Larson. Freaking. Do people even want me to be Miss?
I thought it was funny.
I think she was hurt.
That got more of a laugh for me than She-Hulk did.
I have not seen this interview.
She just makes me angry.
Well,
she's at D23. She's at D23. And she says that as an answer to a question. I don't even think she was trying.
It was the guy from Variety who's also leaked a bunch of stuff from premieres.
I don't even think that she was trying to be funny. I think she was being serious.
No, she was being funny.
She's not funny then.
It's subjective.
You want to talk about another just awesome line? I had one a couple weeks ago.
Is this from She-Hulk?
There's a hot chick over there. I'm going to go talk to it. There was another very good line this episode.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go talk to
her.
Right. She-Hulk and her
misogynistic men.
Well, no, it was the it was
the guys that.
Like after the first day of being on the app as Jessica or as Jennifer. Michael screwed me up on the name. She says to her assistant, "Man," oh no, the assistant says to her, "Hetero life is grim."
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Great
guys,
line.
She-Hulk heterosexual confirmed.
Assistant probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. That's the implication.
Really? That's the implication.
I was making a joke because that's not something anyone makes a big deal out of. But I was making a big
and then
deal
the guy, I like what Brett. The one guy, like, as he's walking away from the date, he's like, talking on the phone. Yeah, she's like a 6. Maybe.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Like we call Tatiana Maslany a 6.
Yeah, he's a Tony Montana. Tony Montana. All right. I think we've waited for Dave as long as we possibly
I do have
can.
one more
Wait,
thing.
we got to talk
go
about the end credit scene.
The trailer. The trailer. I mentioned this. Her date that was successful.
Yes.
I swear he's the hot prisoner from years ago.
Oh, I don't think he is, but I know.
I know he's not, but he looks the exact same.
The hot prisoner from.
Do you remember that? It was
viral.
probably like 5-6 years ago. There was a mugshot that went viral, and all the women on Twitter and Facebook were like, "This is the hottest guy I've ever seen. I want to be his pen pal."
He got married to some woman who found his hot picture online, and
Dadgummit, Rhett.
Dang it, I missed.
Would a guy really just go though? Like, yeah, I don't know.
He's not gonna like that I did that.
Those dates were incredibly unrealistic. No guy would react like that.
Like he wakes up in the morning, he's like, "Who are you?" And
especially no guy that looked like them would act like that to her.
I thought they were going to go with the splitting the check thing, but instead it was just, "Oh, I'm grabbing my keys and you're going to pay." Like nobody does that.
No, dude.
And I thought that was a bad thing for guys to have to pick up the bill because that says that women can't pay.
Oh yeah.
Did you just black out Red?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I can't let what he. I can't.
I missed it. I'm so bummed.
I didn't even see it. I'm so sad.
What is he saying? What?
Well, Brian, this show is more aimed at women. It is. That's fair to say.
And probably.
Oh well, okay.
No, this show here.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. This
our show here. Yes.
I would say this show is like aimed at women 20 to 35.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. Like, why do that when that's not generally the group of people that watch Marvel shows anyways?
Because they want to get those other people sucked into the Marvel.
Well,
and
you got to
continue
understand.
To pay them money, but they're not making it good enough for those people to fall in.
So they have this business philosophy of if we make all this stuff for all kinds of different people, they'll all come and be a part of the fan base.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's good.
And I think in some cases it works, but I also think it's in a lot of cases they don't tell good stories when they're doing that. Instead of I think some of that's just the hiring of the writers' room.
Yeah, it probably worked with Miss Marvel. It probably brought in a fair amount of young people, and
I liked Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
I did too. In the end, I did like that show.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
it was just too much for me, a lot of it, but I think the story they told was passable, if not good.
Yeah, like interesting and
yeah, there were some things I could have cleaned up, but it was
My only my issue with this show is it just doesn't feel like there's any through story. Like there's not like a story that we're supposed to be following through with everything.
It's about relationships.
You know what I mean, kind of. At least like with Miss Marvel, there was
and
a
they
story
said there's not going to be one. Is what I.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I thought that's what I read somewhere. One of the writers said that.
There's definitely going to be a big bad, and there's definitely we're definitely going to see more of the Wrecking Crew.
Well, so Jamil, what's a Titania?
That's right. Titania. She's going to have the trademark. Yeah, which
so there's and then I think we've got Charlie Cox.
Get to see ceases and desists and DMCA's.
I did
maybe they're going to represent Texas A&M.
I did like what Charlie Cox said about Daredevil in general, like in one of the interviews that he did at D23. He basically was like, being humorous and stuff like that isn't necessarily Daredevil's personality.
He said slapstick,
okay, which is a lot of what this show is.
In the comics, he can be humorous at times. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of humor. He's humorous on the Netflix show. He cracks some jokes with Foggy occasionally.
Yeah, he is.
But
that's Matt Murdock.
But he's not the She-Hulk comedy. He's not slapstick comedy. So I think, from what I understand and from the way he's talked, I think the way they wrote him, he will be a serious character. He will be Daredevil in the show, but everyone else around him will be kind of the silly people that they are in the show.
Yeah,
which is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, if they use him as like the straight man to their slapstick jokes, it could definitely work.
Yeah. And even she can break the fourth wall and say, this guy's really serious.
So do we think Donnie Blaze is related to Johnny Blaze?
I
Or is that just a stage
I don't think so.
name?
I think they wanted to get you on the red herring hunt with that.
Sure. Yeah.
You're like, oh, Johnny. Oh no, it's Donnie Blaze.
Donnie Blaze. Well, even before
out about the poster.
The poster, yes.
I sent you a message at the time. I heard it's Donnie Blaze.
Yeah, Donnie Blaze. Oh, I freaked out. I was like, Johnny Blaze is in this show? And I was like, no, it's just Donnie Blaze. Sorry. My bad. All right, let's move on to D23. We can't wait for David any longer. Did you have anything else? We don't have to.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Oh, we have the end credit scene where Wongers and Madison.
Yes.
Let's put them together for a show. I mean, I'm in.
I ship Wongers and Madison.
I ship Wongers and Madison.
Let's have their show being
Wongerson.
Yeah.
Wongers and Mash.
Oh, Wongers and Mash. Okay,
Wongers
like bangers and mash.
I like it.
It's
a very British, British thing. Or is that Canadian? I don't know.
Mikey, we need Rhett.
For what?
Where's he gone? What have you done?
What did you do to Rhett?
5 minutes yet.
I blocked him for 5 minutes. I can't allow him to say the stuff that he said in the chat.
What did he say? What did he say
that
was
offensive?
What did he say that was so bad?
Where is Rhett? Is she safe? Is she all right? Is he all right?
Is she safe? It's been 5 minutes. I'm sure he could probably chat again if he wants to, but he's probably pissed off.
I'm just delaying for Mike.
No, Dave. I don't think we need to wait on David. I don't think we can. Let's talk about D23.
D23.
Let's do the Lucasfilm stuff first because it was kind of quick. I mean, there really wasn't too much.
I don't even remember it.
Well, I mean, first.
I remember it now.
Yeah, Filoni and Favreau came out and they got a Mando season 3 trailer, which we finally got.
Yes.
Which it's A+. That show looks awesome.
Droid is ready.
Yeah,
it's the flagship show.
It should be. It really should be.
Let me tell you, watching the trailer.
To see the Babu Freaks. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way.
Watching the trailer for that, I was like, oh yeah. This is what I love about Star Wars. The Mandalorian every season has captured that for me. I can't say that about every other show, and even the 2 episodes of Book of Boba Fett where he stole the show.
Those are the only ones
that for me.
I mean, that's kind of what happened.
So give me all the Mandalorian. That's what I really want out of Star Wars right now.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
I'm happy. I think they should take a long break from movies. I think it's a good thing they didn't.
Apparently, they
any
are
movie stuff.
They don't know how to
do all the TV type of stuff that you want because it is less consequential and it gets people less crazy. I think it's a good business decision. Keep the Disney Plus train rolling.
Yeah.
And then 8 years from now, you can, if you have a good plan and a good story for a trilogy of movies, do it.
Oh yeah, like the Rian Johnson trilogy. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Not?
What they're saying, he may flip back.
What's
I
really
just like
funny?
Getting the internet riled up.
I know. What's funny is they still haven't removed Rogue Squadron from the schedule.
Yeah.
It still says December 2023.
She dropped Cleopatra, and now it's not happening in 2023.
No,
didn't she?
I think she did. I think I heard that.
She was still doing Cleopatra. Oh, no, you're right. She's EPing that, but she's not directing it anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody else is directing it.
Patty
Jenkins.
Oh.
And that's something that I like. What they should do is just hire whoever wrote Top Gun Maverick and be like, can you just do the same thing again for this movie?
Well, do you know who rewrote Top Gun Maverick?
Michael
McQuarrie,
Christopher McQuarrie. So I mean, just hire McQuarrie and do Star Wars, and bring Tom Cruise. Sure.
I mean,
space.
That could be cool. That's a type of movie that if we get to see some really cool X-wing flying, I know it can't be like Maverick.
Cruise would.
You can't fly X-wings.
Tom would hang off the side of an X-wing.
He'd hang off the side of the volume. He'd be like, "Hang up on the volume, guys."
He gets
I thought I was in the. Yeah. I thought I was climbing something. They'll just tell him he's up high and.
This is the Burj Khalifa. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Tales of the
I
Jedi.
see Brian.
He's wrong about what it's called. It's called Tales of the Jedi.
Oh no, that looks good. That looks good.
That looks awesome. It's old school Clone Wars animation.
Little Dooku, little Dooku.
Mini sodes.
Yeah, Dooku.
Young Dooku.
It's dropping on October 7th. Is that right? No, that's Werewolf by Night.
No, that's I just thought that.
Dang it. October 21st.
And it's all dropping. It's drawing all the
26th,
episodes at once.
Yes, because it's the shorts. Yeah.
So
October 26th.
Original CGI
so it's like Visions
shorts. Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's like Visions, but this is all Clone Wars animation. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks
so
awesome.
they're original, but they're not necessarily connected, or
no, they're canon.
They're canon, but they're not. You don't have to watch them to understand Clone Wars or something.
Right.
And
right.
so there.
Okay. Well, you said they're like
two
Visions,
different
so
stories, right? Ahsoka and Dooku. Is there a third one?
So there's like 6 episodes, I think, and I think
it's
am I wrong
my
about
guess.
that?
Yeah,
No, you're
I'm
correct.
saying
No, there
6.
are
I'm guessing
6
it's 3 and 3.
I think there are a few
Ahsoka.
Ahsokas and a few Dookus. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna have
We'll take
younger
it.
Ahsoka, and then we're gonna have a little bit older. As far as the preview was concerned,
And I think Qui-Gon. I saw a young Qui-Gon.
there was a
in one of those.
Qui-Gon and
Yeah.
Dooku
I think
because
that's a
Oh,
Dooku
sure.
thing.
yeah, exactly.
Qui-Gon Dooku.
We
Hello!
just
There he
hey,
is.
there he is.
Hey!
We're just now starting to talk about the Lucasfilm stuff.
Already on.
Dave's like, whatever.
We're talking about the Star Wars, Lucas.
Yeah, we're talking about
What-
Star Wars D23, right?
yeah.
What
Star
I
Wars
want
D23,
from Tales of the Jedi is Sifo Dyas. I want that.
Oh, that would be
mystery
awesome if
answer.
they went there, but I don't.
I could see him doing it in a season 2, introducing him here because I think we're going to
Yeah.
get more Tales of the Jedi.
Oh
than just
yeah, I think
one
so too
season.
because Dave Filoni has stories he wants to tell.
I want
with that
Pong
anime.
Krell. That's who I want.
Oh, Pong Krell. That's right. That's right. And then, of
Oh,
course,
okay.
they showed some more, a new Andor trailer.
Oh yeah.
And that
looks good.
show looks fantastic.
The all the sets look great. All the
Mhm.
real.
Oh,
practical
yeah.
sets look great.
Everything
23,
looks absolutely fantastic. On
In
that.
terms of the difference between the Mandalorian trailer and the Andor trailer to me is
Mhm.
I think the sets look fantastic for Andor, but I'm so much more, and it's probably because the show's longer running, but I'm so much more invested in the story of oh yes, the Mandalorian, we're going to Mandalore, and anyway.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
excited.
And Bo-Katan's back, which I
Yes.
was kind of excited
Yes,
about.
and she's going to be major in this story. I mean, there's going to be some
Good.
major stuff going on in this story.
There's a War of the Mandalorians.
I believe they got some Ahsoka footage that we did not get to see.
Yeah, and it was similar to the footage stills they showed at Celebration. Or
So
whatever.
Brian, as far as we know, Andor did not use the volume.
Yeah, Andor
Um,
used practical mainly,
yeah, they built like a village.
and I'm sure green and blue screen as well.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. But like traditional blue and green, but not the volume. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's correct. They did show some Ahsoka footage, which we didn't get to see, but that show I'm very excited for.
I saw one of the images.
One of them is of the mural at the end of Rebels,
Yep.
which we saw at Celebration. as
Oh
well.
yeah, I did read that they're actually going to redo that scene in live action.
Mhm.
So the end of that scene that's at the end of Rebels, they're going to have a live action version of that.
It's a cool
scene, which is-
connecting point, and,
Yeah,
and
that
is-
it'll make a lot of people go, "I got to go watch Rebels." While this
Mhm.
Ahsoka thing's going
And
on.
what's cool about it is
Whoa,
the
that's pretty
painting on the wall looks like the Star Wars animation.
Right.
Mm.
It looks
Right.
it looks like
Yeah.
the Rebels character from the animation. I was like, oh, that just a cool little
Wow.
synapse connecting thing in my head.
We did get the announcement of who would be playing Ezra, which
Mhm.
not the guy
Who-
from Aladdin,
No,
which
but a
was
guy who
rumored.
was up for Aladdin.
What do you mean?
He was
Aladdin
He was up
two?
for the role of
Yeah,
Uh,
he was up for the role of Aladdin.
Oh, originally up, not Aladdin 2. Like that's going to be the same actor if they do an Aladdin.
yeah,
2.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, he was
Yeah,
he was one of the people up for the original.
Makes sense. Yeah.
role.
so doesn't Ezra Bridger have bright
Mhm.
blue eyes though in the character?
I mean, you can
I'm
put in
trying-
contacts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they'll-
yeah, I guess so. I just
Here's the thing: his nose is dead on, and I don't know if you can get a better guy with a nose
Coach wants me to do the scoop.
to be Ezra. What is his
we can't
name?
say
I
his
feel
name
bad.
though. It's like
Oh, I can't pronounce his
Um,
name. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at pronouncing names.
Should we go tell Ezra 4?
No, it's not him.
don't know.
Adjuwali Go.
Oh,
no,
not-
no, no.
I just knew Ezra Miller. That's not what I wanted to.
Amon
Ezra,
Es- Amon Esfandi.
Oh,
Yes, Iman is
that sounds
Yep.
good.
Bless you.
The other thing that they did announce, and Jude Law came out and they showed like a poster or a still for
Okay.
Skeleton Crew,
Skeleton Crew finished filming too.
which was
Mhm.
crazy to me. I
John
didn't know
Watts.
that they had. Yeah, that was a quick shoot then because
So that's the one I'm not super familiar with. What is
They-
that?
it's
supposed to
new. Nobody's
They
familiar
announced
with
it at
it.
Celebration.
Okay.
A group of younglings lost in space.
Right.
And Jude Law
Oh.
leads them.
And just because they're a
Interesting.
youngling doesn't mean they're Jedi.
Jedi.
That's true.
Yeah, these are just that's like what they're now calling all children in Star Wars universe are younglings.
Do
Really?
we know when it's taking place?
I think it is taking place during that 5-year period that like Rebels and Andor take place.
I gotta
Oh.
wonder though, because they said that Jon Favreau recruited John Watts off the set of Spider-Man to do
Right.
the show. So
Right.
Whoa.
would it not be a part of Favreau's stuff? Do you think, or I
Oh, that
don't
time
know.
frame? I don't know. I don't.
It might replace that one show that they were gonna do, or
The Heroes of the Republic or
Oh,
not,
you're
that's
talking
not what
about
it's
the
called.
one that
Gina show.
Gina Carano was going to be in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
What was that dumb show called?
Guardians? No, what's
No.
the Rangers
I
of the
Rangers.
Rangers of the New Republic.
Rangers
Rangers of the New Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And one for the Disney Junior fans, they announced an animated series based in the Star Wars realm for the Disney Junior fans also. So the little kids will get their own show too, which that's what they need to need to
Mhm.
have.
Younglings.
They need to have a show for all quadrants, as The Rock would say. All quadrants must
We
be.
need to be showing these kids Luke getting his arm chopped off is what we need to be showing.
That's right. That's right.
And his face chopped off in the vision. That freaked me out when I was a kid. It's
So
like,
Dave,
He chopped his own face off.
are you guys doing a D23 show and you're going to cover all this on your pod?
Not really. We're gonna touch on D23 the main headlines.
Mhm.
But that's
Well-
it. We're not doing a bunch of other stuff.
Plenty of
I
Parks
mean,
news.
Oh,
you know,
a
park
ton of
park
parks
news
news.
and stuff. And I'll have a few things to say about the parks, but we're not going to spend a ton of time on it. Instead of news for our podcast, we'll talk about D23 probably 10 15 minutes, and then
Yeah.
go on to Costa Rica, which is what we're talking about.
What do you,
Oh,
what
I hear you. I hear you.
Nice.
what do you think of the what if in the parks panel? The, like what if things they were doing.
Oh yeah, what do they call that? Blue sky? Is
Blue
that what they
sky.
call it?
It's called
yeah,
Blue-
blue sky.
Blue sky. That's when they were dreaming. I think that's because they had nothing else to do and they had something. They had to put something out there. So they're like, "Hey, what if we do this? Right? Let's talk about things we might do." And
Oh my
because
goodness, I'm
it
cheering.
takes
That's
for
your
Disney
you.
18 months to build a
imagination.
parking garage.
The image
It takes
that
Disney
they
18
put
months to
up,
build a parking garage.
Yeah.
You won't expect to see these until 2028. If they decide to build everything as listed, you wouldn't see it until 27 or 20.
Oh, now
Seriously.
this is
It's
Brian.
not even-
Brian's got a good. This was actually pretty cool news that they're going to have the Mandalorian and Grogu at Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
and Fennec
Yeah.
Shan.
Disneyland. Not
Oh,
World.
just
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Oh,
Okay.
Just Disneyland in November.
What the
Yep.
heck?
Yep.
Thank you,
What's that
Dave.
about?
Yep. What's happening is basically Disney World's the cash cow. Disneyland and all the other parks are getting all the good stuff.
Yeah, why?
Disney World is getting the stuff that they took away, and then they're giving it back to us because we're so happy we're getting it back. We forgot that we were angry that it was taken away. That's what's
so
happening.
the classic Disney.
They're giving us back
The
Happily
bait and
Ever After,
switch.
and they're
Okay.
giving us back, Dreamfinder and Figment. They're giving us
Mm.
back like a bunch of stuff instead of
It's back.
Yeah.
Disneyland's getting a new Avengers ride with
Yes.
King Thanos.
King Thanos. Yeah.
Um,
That actually looked
Whoa.
interesting.
Well, yeah, but they can't do that at Disney World. That's
Yeah,
not their
true.
fault.
No,
Yeah.
no, but I mean,
east of
they're-
the Mississippi, whatever.
You know,
Yeah,
the rumor
Wait, what?
was, the strong rumor was that Animal
Poor
Kingdom
Earl.
was going to get the next big nod. And Dino Land, people were expecting an expansion of Dino Land or
Right.
an expansion of Pandora. Nothing. I mean,
Dave.
it's just like, hey, we might do this, maybe. Yeah, it's
Dave, if we're
Yeah.
I
gonna do
need more
something-
Pandora.
If we're gonna do something in Animal Kingdom, let's do Beastly Kingdom. Come on, let's.
That's Pandora.
Beastly Kingdom.
That's basically what you get is Pandora. That you're never going to get a Beast Kingdom. It's IP now, and unfortunately, that's the sad thing.
I want Zoe Saldana walking around the park.
See, but IP
I want
is not.
literal Navi.
Navi,
go.
yeah.
She could be
IP
green
is-
over Disneyland and blue in SeaWorld.
Dave, IP is not timeless. I mean, that's the problem.
Well, that's the problem. That's what happens with Universal. Universal, it builds their parks in blocks. So basically, they just pull a box out and put a new box in. Transformers can be turned around in like 3 weeks with something brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put a new
Matter of
3D ride.
fact, when
There's something
Josh
to be said for that, though.
when Josh started
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
for the parks panel, I felt like Universal had announced a ride. By the time he was done, they had already opened the ride and was building it. I mean, they're just that fast. They're just amazing. And so, it's ridiculous. Like my opinion on it is that Disney, and I love Disney, and I love the announcements. I had nothing wrong with the announcements themselves. There should have been more because they have got to go in the offensive. Because Universal is building a freaking theme park. In 3 years, Universal will be opening up Epic Universe with Mario and How to Train Your Dragon, a classic monsters area with Mummy and Dracula.
Oh, Universal Monsters.
Universal Monsters. They're building a new Ministry of Magic Harry Potter area. Disney is going to get punched in the face unless they start coming up with something. And yes, they can make announcements next year and maybe even 2024. But at the same time, they got to do something. And a lot of us are cautiously optimistic, but we were at the 50th anniversary last year and there was nothing. Like halfway through the day, you wouldn't even know that a celebration had gone on that day. We're not really thinking anything. I'm going to be there for Epcot. I'm not sure that anything's going to happen for Epcot. Somebody might come on stage and be like, "Hey guys, 40 years. Yo, come on in." I mean,
How about that?
It's they're forgetting their heritage, in my opinion, in a lot of ways. But
do you feel like that's Chapek's leadership?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, but you also, I know Josh
That's
Tomorrow.
a scoop. That's a scoop.
Everybody loves Josh Tomorrow.
You're right.
But Tomorrow is also over the parks as well. So Tomorrow just has a better press. I mean, he looks better. He's more personable. Cast members love Josh Tomorrow and they hate Bob Chapek. But Josh is doing a lot of it too. So it's not all on Chapek. I mean, what's happening in the parks is not just Bob Chapek, although his leadership sucks. So nobody likes Chapek.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. So Star Wars, no movies.
Bad Batch.
There was a lot of people. Oh yeah. Okay. Before we move on to you're right. Bad Batch.
January 4th.
January 4th, which is crazy. I don't know what
they were saying. Fall of this year.
Yeah, I don't know what
they pushed it for these other shows. I think.
I think they didn't want an overlap of She-Hulk, Andor, and Bad Batch.
That's too much overlap, you think? Because they're going to have as many episodes. They're going to have some overlap.
Well, they realize Deucecast Extra can only be so long.
You're telling me. You're telling
shows in once. That's just ridiculous.
They're thinking of us. They're thinking of us.
Yeah.
This is that's right. Coach went somewhat recently, and that's right.
That's a great ride. Awesome. It's a fantastic ride.
I have not been.
So no movies announced. There were some in the Star Wars fandom who were upset by that, but I think it's the right time to just lay low, like you were saying, Roth. Lay low with movies for a while.
You got your streaming service.
You got a potential Patty movie, a potential Taika movie, and a potential Rian Johnson trilogy.
It is interesting. Here's what's really interesting to me, though, that they didn't mention that Taika movie. And
again,
I think
potential.
I know, but they were hyping it so much. When did they hype it? Not at Celebration, but
I think Disney Plus Day last year they hyped it.
I don't think he's going to be the golden boy he was after Thor.
I think something went down with Thor.
Hey, here's the crazy thing about Thor: Love and Thunder. I mean, we could say the fan reception was not as good as it should.
Oh, it made money.
It wasn't, but it continued to leg out and make money.
It made a lot of money. It did.
It's the highest grossing Thor movie.
I don't think
if you take out China from Ragnarok.
But it's not a 4-quadrant movie, and Disney needs those 4-quadrant movies.
New drinking game. Every time Michael says 4-quadrant,
take a shot of Zilla.
Have you been listening to some other movie podcasts that talk about 4 quadrants
tonight? And then tomorrow's episode, you're going to hear for the Deucecast, you'll have liver disease by
now. The joke with the 4-quadrant thing was several years ago. The Rock in some interview was talking about making a 4-quadrant movie, and that's like it hits all kids,
men, women.
I listened to this other movie podcast and they used that. I didn't realize that was from The Rock.
Oh, that's I'm sure he wasn't the first to use it. It's a business term, but
But I
as
think
far
they got
as
it
like
from him.
public is concerned, that's
Mhm.
the first time
Yeah.
a lot of the public. That's the first time I'd heard it.
Now, granted,
there's-
he might have actually said 4 quads and pointing to his legs
Well,
and his upper legs
yeah,
and
he could.
torso.
You're
and
right.
you know,
You're right.
And raised his eyebrow.
Exactly.
That's what like Top Gun Maverick. That's a 4-quadrant movie. Like
Yeah.
every single human being loves that movie. There is no way
well,
that.
every single one except for one, except for Craig.
Oh, that's right, Craig. I forgot Craig.
Wait, is,
Yeah, Top
okay,
Gun
is,
Maverick.
is Craig the one that gave the bad review to your recent episode, or
No,
Who's
He
Craig?
just jokes around.
In the
Craig.
Discord.
In the
Craig.
Oh, he
Discord.
doesn't. He
Yes,
doesn't like
in the
Top
Discord.
Gun. He doesn't like
In the
Oh, okay.
Discord, he jokes around.
Yeah, he
that he's
likes
never
Top
gonna
Gun.
see
He doesn't like Maverick. The
Craig
idea
Harmon.
of Maverick.
He's never
Yes,
seen
Craig
it. How
Harmon.
can he say
I
it?
know,
He's
it's
never
awesome.
I thought he didn't see it, or he didn't want to
He's
see
He
it.
never
didn't
seen
see it. He's never.
He
He's
hasn't.
never
He
going
We're
to.
sorry,
refuses-
Craig. We're sorry.
refuses to see it? I totally forgot
refuses
about
to
that.
All right, let's
So
talk
when-
about the Marvel news.
Yes. Werewolf by
massive-
Night,
Yes,
Werewolf by Night,
That's
we got a-
October.
October
6th.
7th.
That's a
Yeah.
Halloween thing.
It's Friday night.
Look, I know some people didn't
Mhm.
get the way
Oh, I
that.
love. I love.
Oh, let me
It-
tell you.
I loved
He's-
it. It was.
So I heard about a month or so ago that it was going to be in black and white, and then it was
Mhm.
going to be like based on the 30s, 40s
Yeah.
Universal Monsters films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some really cheesy practical effects.
It's
Really,
awesome.
it's really
That's
cheesy
great.
looking. They put in like gate weave on it a little bit, which is
Yeah.
when the film moves a little bit. They
Yeah.
put in cigarette burns on the trailer. I noticed. I was
Yes.
like,
Oh no, that
Yeah.
thing burned at the end.
Yeah.
right?
The
Yeah.
film
Oh,
burned.
you
at
mean
the
like
end.
just the? Yeah.
The cigarette
Yeah.
burn, which
Yeah,
shows the
it's got a
changing of a
70s
reel.
vibe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
So
love
if yeah,
the vibe
I
they're
mean,
going for.
It looks
Well,
awesome,
yeah.
and it's very cool that like it's Gael Garcia
Gabriel
Bernal.
Garcia Bernal.
Yeah,
Gael.
because he's like best friends with Diego Luna. I love that
Oh,
those
that's
two
cool.
guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like best buds. They sort
They
of
were in that movie. What was it?
E2 Mama Tambia.
Mama. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, directed by Alfonso Cuarón.
Cuarón. Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Yeah, so they sort of grew up together, like in the acting in Mexico. So I think that's awesome that they're both in pretty big Marvel.
The people who
and
came out of that
Star Wars
movie,
projects.
that's kind of insane. I didn't realize that. but-
Yeah, yeah, because Penelope Cruz was in that as well.
Really?
No, I can't remember who the girl was. Was it not
Someone,
I'll
Somebody
keep
look that
talking.
up.
Really big.
What's the
Look
name
that
of
up,
it?
Dr. Earl. So yeah, that's the next.
I don't think it was.
That's the next new thing. Now, I was kind of surprised that we didn't get the date for Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special or holiday special.
no.
Yeah.
That's might have been.
It worries me that it's late, going to be delayed.
No, Mikey's coming out on time. It was just
They'll delay
Well,
till
why not
Easter.
announce it? It's yeah, exactly. That's like weird though that they wouldn't announce that because
look. They waited to announce the Werewolf by Night thing so close too.
that's true. That if, yeah, like
and they
a
had an
month away.
opportunity to
Mhm.
announce it at SDCC, and they didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
So
But
I think just with these shows, the streaming shows and the specials are going to get announced much closer to when they premiere.
yeah, and it's funny that they used that graphic at the beginning of Werewolf by Night. I think a certain age group probably didn't understand that this is not a series. It's a one-off special.
Yeah, it's like was that like from CBS or NBC?
It was
or
like
something?
yeah, it was like an ABC special, like
Yeah,
But it's
Oh wait, what are we talking about? The
at
Werewolf
the
by
beginning of the
Night.
trailer.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The way the lines were like, yeah, that
Yeah.
was all like.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's all goofing on 70s. Stuff,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
So and
I've heard the werewolf looks a lot like Lon Chaney.
Oh, I love that.
Oh
That's
my
so
gosh.
awesome.
So there are probably going to be people that complain about it, but
they're
it's
not gonna
all
like
practical.
it. They're gonna be, this
yeah.
is stupid. What is this?
Yeah, so I guess
Who
the
is
next,
Lynn
like,
Chaney?
Nick's wife.
yeah, exactly.
Isn't she in that movie with Amy Adams?
First She-Hulk, and now they ruined the werewolf.
So I guess the next series that we're gonna get
Made the
then
werewolf a woman.
is probably Secret Wars,
Might
right?
be.
Huh?
It's probably Secret Wars, the next series
Secret
that we're gonna
Invasion?
get
Secret
after.
Invasion. Very
Oh.
different.
Oh, I said Secret Wars, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
That's a
meant Secret
whole
Invasion.
lot.
That's
That's
a-
way down the road.
That's
Yeah.
way down the line.
That's
That's
why I
a
was a
whole
little
other
confused.
thing.
I was like, that's not a
No.
streaming show.
They shouldn't have two things with Secret.
yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Wait until you find out about Secret War from the comics.
Oh, instead of without the S,
Yes,
so it's just
Brian
war
Michael
instead of
Bendis'
it's
Secret
two different
War.
things. Oh, great. Oh,
It's a
Oh,
grounded event. Yeah.
oh, okay. So, but that looks to be the next series.
Wait
since they
till you
released
find
a
out about
trailer.
Secret. And
You broke up right when
Secret
you said
what?
that. Poor
That was a
David.
joke.
There you go.
The joke was lost. You gotta get better internet, man.
When does Daredevil come out?
That's way
spring,
later. They
haven't
spring
even-
2024.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't even started filming that.
So She-Hulk is our last series of 2022.
Of this year,
Yes.
yeah. And so the
Yes.
first
And-
series I think of next year is going to be Secret Invasion.
The last streaming thing will be the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Mhm.
The last
Right.
movie will be Black Panther
Werewolf.
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Werewolf by Night will be before that. Yeah. So
Oh, yeah. Okay. But as far as when we come back in 2023, Secret Invasion, right?
Invasion
I
is first. It should
yeah.
be pretty early on, and
That'll be
that's
good.
gonna
That'll be
that's
good.
gonna probably overlap.
that
with
trailer
Bad
was
Batch.
great. That
Yes.
trailer was really good.
I
The
didn't
only
even
problem-
know Daenerys was in it.
I did.
Oh yeah.
She was
I
one of
did
the
too.
first cast.
Amelia Clark. I'm sorry.
Who
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
didn't know was in it was what's his name? He's in the Black Panther movies.
Oh yeah.
The only
Martin
white
Freeman.
guy.
Martin
the only
Freeman.
white
Oh,
guy.
Martin Freeman.
thought
Yeah,
that was
I did
I
not.
thought that was a flash of him. Was it? Yeah.
It was him.
I'm pretty
that was,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely
Yeah, it was
Martin
Martin
Freeman.
Freeman.
Yeah.
Because it was very quick. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, there's Martin Freeman with a beanie on or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it
Mhm.
was him. I mean, which was awesome. I was
So I
very
wonder if it's going to
excited about
tie into Wakanda Forever. in some
Yes.
ways.
Ooh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
The only issue I had with it was, I mean, when you look at the Secret Invasion comic, it is a
Mhm.
massive superhero,
This won't be that
event.
massive.
and I guess I need to temper my expectations on that.
No.
Just
Yeah, you
understand that it's going to
probably
be
do.
it's going to be a Nick Fury story with scrolls
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
and
Now,
Don Cheadle.
do we think Bruce Banner will be in it because he was off in some spaceship?
He's in
She-Hulk.
I think he'll be on
He's creating
Sakaar.
a baby.
Ah.
Yeah,
The
he's
Hulkling.
going to have a son.
The Hulkling.
Oh, I'm
God.
not kidding. That's the
That's
name
not
of the character.
yeah, that's the name.
Oh
That's the name of the
no.
character.
Oh no.
Bummer.
The Hulkling is coming
Yes.
for the Young Avengers down the road.
Yes.
Mm.
Yikes.
Hey, Kang is a part of the Young Avengers, so maybe.
He's the villain.
So
for
what else? We didn't get any other previews that I can recall. They saw Loki season 2. They saw something.
They saw
Right,
stuff
they-
from they saw stuff from Loki, Ironheart, Echo.
They saw footage from Ironheart already.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, Riri
Riri
Williams.
Williams. Yeah.
Looks like the Marvels director showed a trailer.
Yes, they did. I have the audio from that. Oh wow.
Oh.
Dang
I
it!
got the audio.
Did they even want a Marvels movie? I mean, no way.
Brie Larson. I don't even know if they really want. Nobody really wants me to be whatever Captain Marvel.
I'm gonna start becoming the resident Brie Larson defender.
Hey, I'm here with you, man.
I'm a Brie fan.
Her acting
Um,
is much better than some people want to
yes.
trash her for. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Oh no! No.
I don't like
I
Brie
just-
as a person.
I think she was poorly directed in Captain Marvel.
I agree with that.
But
How dare you?
her acting is very good.
Nia DaCosta is a fantastic. Wait, did
That's
she direct
that's
one?
the sequel.
Dang it! I was close.
The
I
first
can't
one was
remember who
like Ryan Bowden, or they were like indie directors who made Mississippi Grind.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ben Mendelsohn and
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yes.
Let's see. What else do we have?
Oh, Ant-Man. Coach DeBello says, don't
Oh,
forget
yeah,
about
yeah,
they
Quantumania.
showed
that's
a,
right.
a new Ant-Man trailer that was extended from the SDCC one.
Which
that
we
we
still
still
the
can't see.
public still hasn't really
And
seen
they
that.
have not released it.
Release
it
the
will,
footage, people.
It will release
Yes.
closer to Black Panther, I promise.
Release the Quantum Cut.
Release a what?
The Quantum Cut.
Okay. Not what I heard.
So what is insane is the amount of things that they already have in the can. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't realize a lot of these shows, and I'm sure a lot of them are in post production still, but I didn't
Yeah,
realize
well-
that a lot of this stuff was already shot.
Loki, Echo, and Ironheart, I think, are still shooting, but they're very close. All three are very close to being done.
That is insane.
Yeah.
It's just Kevin Feige is just a machine.
Any big Disney movies though? Like, did you say
Peter
no?
Pan and Wendy.
Disenchanted. I'm so
Oh,
excited. for
Disenchanted. Disenchanted.
Uh,
Hey,
look,
no, wait a minute.
I'm
That's
ready for
David's
Peter Pan
Bill to
and
die on.
Peter Pan and Wendy. By
David loves him some
David
Disenchanted.
Lowry. Is it David Lowry? I always forget that guy's name.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
David
he's a good
Lowry.
director.
He did
Yeah.
Peter Pan and Wendy, and I'm
That's
very
right.
much.
I forgot about that.
And that's more Jude Law. Jude Law as Captain Hook. I'm
Mm.
actually kind of looking forward to that. I'm bummed that it's not getting a
You're
theatrical
right.
release.
Uh,
Are
They
they
did.
going to release any of that stuff theatrically?
I'm guaranteed. Here's what I
Disenchanted will
guarantee
be
you. No, Disenchanted's straight to
It's
Disney Plus.
streaming.
I
So
is
guarantee
Hocus
you
Pocus
Oh.
too.
The Lion
that
King.
the Barry Jenkins movie will
Yep.
get a theatrical
Yes,
release.
absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
Barry Jenkins,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
Lion King property.
That
so,
will get a
yeah.
theatrical
Oh
release.
yeah, that'll get a theatrical.
Oh,
release.
we didn't
So
talk about
Mufasa,
we're getting
the Lion King.
Mufasa.
you're getting Snow White in 2024, Inside
With,
Out
Rachel
2
Oh, yeah.
in
Zegler.
2024.
Oh, that's right.
Elemental, the Pixar movie in 2023, Mufasa, The Lion
Yeah.
King in
The
2024,
Song of
Peter
Fire
Pan
and
and
Ice.
Wendy 2023, Elio, which is the new one from Pixar 2024, and Little Mermaid swimming to your theater in 2023.
So I am afraid of Inside Out 2, as the description was that she's a teenager now and she's got
Right.
new emotions, and I'm like,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably not good.
Well, that's what's
And also they
frustrating because
they
Bill
didn't pay
Hader's
Bill
not coming
Hader.
back. Yeah.
So they didn't pay Bill Hader what he was worth. So
Bummer. I
Well,
love
was
Bill
that really
Hader.
why he didn't come back? I mean, I think
The
that they're
Puck-
just doing different emotions.
Puck said that he wanted more, and they didn't give him enough. They offered him $100,000 for the movie, and he
Dude,
was
you gotta pay Bill Hader.
And Mindy Kaling dropped out for the same reason. So
Well, I don't
Wow.
care about her.
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
gotta
know.
pay. You gotta pay Bill Hader. Come on. It's not like Disney doesn't have the money.
he'll just direct another season of Barry and make a bunch of money.
Chapek said, "Nope,
Yeah.
sorry."
Jacob's like,
Well, I think
you're fired.
Pixar is almost like, if it would be great, we're going to pay you what we DreamWorks. You're like, yes, we want Scarlett Johansson and George, this person and that person. Pixar is like, if you don't want it, that's fine. We'll find somebody. No, we don't care. So,
They'll find
Yeah.
somebody small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't care
I mean,
about it.
Mhm.
They should go for voice actors, but Bill Hader is a voice actor. Actually,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
he's
he
pretty
is.
talented.
Right.
He's
so
good. He's good.
He's one of the few guys I think.
but fear will have changed when you become a teenager. Fear
Great
changes as you become a
tauntaun
teenager.
noise.
So I imagine they'll
Bill
be able to
Hader.
put somebody else in there pretty fast.
Yeah, I think that
So-
they'll play it off where like her emotions have
Mhm.
changed a little bit, and so well, they'll have.
I think
different
Jennifer
types-
Hudson's up for the part.
Stop it.
Minnie
We
Driver's
got
gonna
two
be,
Lucasfilm
discussed.
announcements.
We did get some Lucasfilm announcements. I thought only one though. I thought just Willow.
Well, Indy
Oh,
5
I'm excited about
Well,
Willow.
Indy 5, duh.
E5
Yeah.
trailer played, and Sala
Yeah.
was in the trailer,
Sala, yes.
Yes.
He's back.
Ender.
and Ki Hai Kwan
Under.
Yep.
got to hug Indy backstage and take a picture.
Yeah,
Which
that was an awesome
he's
picture.
in Loki season 2 though.
He is.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
one of
he
the
was
TV
grounded.
right.
TVA. No.
He's a
Is that-
TVA
Yeah,
employee.
TVA.
Yeah,
TVA librarian or something
Yeah, something like that.
He's
which
going
is
to be
great.
awesome.
I love
The
when
back,
he
the
came. He
backpack
came on.
wielder.
He came on stage and said, "Oh, this isn't the Indiana Jones panel."
Yeah.
Dude, that's such trolling to come on and do that. That's such trolling because everybody wanted him in that movie. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
were
hey,
like,
if he's in the movie, they wouldn't announce it either.
No.
That's
that's
the
true.
thing.
Maybe
No, they'll keep
maybe
it on
he
the
will
down
be
low.
in
Yeah,
it.
but I don't think he is. But if he
No.
was, they wouldn't announce it.
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it because Shy is not in it. I mean, what was his character's
Mutt.
name?
Mutt.
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 The greaser. He was a greaser.
Hey, Shy is
He had the
back in the
comb.
good graces of Hollywood again.
I've become
Padre
a Shia
Pio.
fan.
Padre
dude,
Pio.
hey,
He's-
I have always said
I've
that
always
he's a
felt like
phenomenal
he's
actor.
he's
He's
always
just
been
can't
good.
get out of his own
he was good in
way. But
Holes.
maybe now
I mean,
No, but now
I hope the faith has
Couldn't
will
holes.
we'll see.
He is.
We'll see.
anchor him to the ground and he won't go as crazy.
Let's hope that
we'll
it's
go with that. I thank you, Jacob.
Okay, wait. Okay, sorry.
Wait, what's wrong?
Wait,
I
is
see a
Rhett still
I see a
blocked?
private message that was sent. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wait, what?
David told us the joke.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, secret gore. That's good.
Oh, speaking
That's good.
very
Dave.
good.
Problem was he
It's good
literally
stuff.
cut out, so it sounded like war
It's-
again.
Deliberate
Yeah,
sad
it's
better.
not
because
like you were
your
just
mic
saying
went
war
was
again.
right.
war. We're like, that was what we just said.
No,
I have
no,
never seen
I'm
the
sure,
original
I'm
Willow.
sure Rhett is butthurt that I blocked him, but you can't. I can't let what happened happen.
I don't even know what he said.
I don't either.
I'm now see. This is one of those problems
I
where
was
like you
personally
blocked it, so now we're
offended.
so interested.
I was personally offended by what he put, and so
Barbara
if
Streisand.
I'm
effect.
offended,
Yes.
somebody else in the chat had to have been offended also. So I
we're
just
not.
can't-
We're not into the know of some of these terminologies. that Brett. David, Red got blocked.
I heard.
I'm sure you'll hear about it in some group chat event.
Oh.
Hocus Pocus 2, we got
Well-
stuff on that.
Oh, Hocus Pocus 2. Who cares? But
Dave does not like that. So
Yeah,
no,
nobody
Dave
does
does
either.
not like Hocus Pocus.
I don't even.
else?
I don't think I've
Movies
ever
sucks.
seen the original movie.
I've never seen the original.
He used to come on Disney Channel all the time, and I
You
was
should
like,
see the original movie so you can see it sucks too.
The
Great.
original one does stink. I did not like that one growing up. I
I
was
don't think we
forced
got
to watch
any
it
other
from
like
cousin.
Disney. I don't think any other.
The Santa Clauses.
High School Musical, the series, whatever it's called, the musical, the series. They're doing a season 4 where they're
With
doing
Efron and
a 4th movie, but with extra steps. So
Yep, and there was a
I'm
National
semi-happy
Treasure.
about it.
National Treasure preview.
that
Yeah.
preview looked awful, I thought.
Really, I didn't watch it
did
yet.
not
I
think
haven't
it
watched
looked
it yet.
Oh,
I
is
didn't
there
know they
an
released
actual
it looks
preview?
Yes, it looks like it's aimed. Well, it looks awful for me. It's not the National Treasure I want. It looks like it's
It's
aimed
not
at
for-
like 10-year-olds.
Look,
Mm.
Bruckheimer is trying everything he can to get Nick back for the 3rd movie.
I hope they do it because I
do
want
hope
too.
to
they do
Nick
too.
back.
Dude, that movie
not in
would
that
make
show.
so much money.
He's not in that
Mhm.
show, and people are going to be so disappointed when he doesn't show up. because
Yeah,
there are a lot of
Jim
people who
Pop is
think-
going to think that he's in the show, and they're going to see Harvey Keitel instead.
Yep.
They're going to be like, they brought him back, but they brought Justin Bartha back, but they
Yeah.
couldn't bring Nick Cage back.
Yeah,
Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I never
Oh,
read the
yeah,
books,
yeah.
but my brother was a huge fan. He's
let
read them,
me
like,
let me
10
attest.
times.
I read all 5 books in 6th grade,
Mm-hmm.
back to back to back, and I just like I'd be taking big tests, and I'd finish my test really fast, which was a bad idea at one point. Keep
Just to
reading
get
my
back
book.
to the book.
Yeah. It's a great, fantastic series. Rick Riordan's working really closely with these guys, so I'm
That's good.
hoping they do a good job of adapting the series.
I like the kid that they cast as
I like him.
Percy.
He's in that Netflix movie with Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah, the Adam
Oh.
Project.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
it's that kid.
yes.
Yeah.
He was horrible in Secret Headquarters, but everybody was horrible in
Well,
Secret Headquarters.
yeah.
So that's not his fault at all.
Look,
That
if
was
you've
just a
got
bad
Owen
movie.
Wilson and Luis,
Yes.
and you
I
screw up
know.
that much, but yeah.
It was rough. But anyways, I like that kid as an actor. So hopefully, I think it's a good cast. I think that's a good casting for Percy.
This series, I mean, it's an epic book. It really is a great.
So why'd
book
they stop at
series.
6?
Uh,
Why not
what
keep
do you mean?
going? Like, there's only 6 novels.
No. There's 5 in the original series, and then
Okay.
there's 5 in a sequel series, and then there's a bunch of branching off points after.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I figured.
So
yeah,
the-
you
The
can't just
main
let that IP
series
die.
is a Greek gods
Mhm.
setting, but the sequel series actually gets into that there are Roman camps as well,
Oh.
and so that the Greek gods also go by the
Whoa.
Roman names, and it's very interesting. I've
And
only
then
read the
Moon
first
Knight
book.
shows up.
Yeah.
And then Moon Knight
Egypt-
shows up.
He does have an Egyptian mythology book, and
I
I
was
read
about to say.
I read the first one. It's called like Red Pyramid or something. I read the first one and I hated it, and so I was like,
Like, I'm done here. I'm done.
I love Greek mythology, so I'm excited
do
to watch
too.
this because I will not read the books because I don't read.
No,
I really think you should. They're not that
Wasn't
long.
there a Percy Jackson a movie?
There was
right?
two.
Two of them.
Mhm.
So
There
they
was
did
two.
the first 2
With
books.
Logan
which-
Lerman or somebody.
Yeah.
or-
Logan Lerman
and Daddario was
That-
in
that-
that.
Oh,
Alexandra
yeah.
Daddario. Yeah.
that-
She was in it. I might have to watch it.
She
Mhm.
so
well,
they
he
adapted
was
the
like
first
a
2 books.
teenager, like
She's pleasing.
Swipe
Oh.
right.
They adapted the first 2 books, and I think the second book is the worst. So my hope is when they get to the second season for this show, which I'm hoping they get to
Yeah.
in the first place, that people will bear through that story because I think it's the weakest of any of the stories.
Yeah.
But
Fair
I mean the 3rd to 5th, but I mean it's
you heard it here.
massive.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Skip the second season.
No, don't skip. It sets up a lot of important stuff.
Just
It's
skip it. Garrison said skip it. It's
You know how
boring.
like a book in a series will sometimes set up something really important, but you
Yeah.
don't really care for it that much. So you gotta
like
Yeah.
She-Hulk setting things up for the future of the MCU. Like that.
I think that's a
guys,
great place to end.
read more. Read
We've
more,
come full
guys.
circle. We've come full circle.
Read
Mistborn.
more.
Oh yeah, Dave. That's the book that you need. You had that credit. Show that book
Brandon
again.
Sanderson.
Show the cover of that. Mistborn. There you go, Dave.
No, I'm good. I already used my credits.
As recommended by Ryfin, Mistborn. Wait,
This
what's
is-
what you got?
if I read another book, this is
Oh,
going to be
dude,
the book that I read.
my wife loved that book. My wife, but she loves all that kind of stuff, and
My wife.
I'm not
My
intelligent.
wife.
I'm not intelligent enough to understand any of that stuff. So
I like listening to them talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
audiobooks. That's the way to go.
audiobooks.
I like audio for nonfiction, but reading.
All right. So next week, what are we going to
Mine
do
is
next
done.
week?
Look, no more of
We-
that, Garrison.
Yeah. We will be back next week to talk episode 5
The Daredevil
She-Hulk.
episode, maybe.
I don't.
What?
Yeah.
We don't know.
No,
I
I think
don't
next
know.
week's going to be copyright focused.
I just came here for House of the Dragon. What happened?
Earl,
Stop it.
whenever I think when that frog character shows up, that's what Daredevil's involved with. But I don't. Yeah.
The frog.
The Toad?
Frog character.
Like the-
God, that looks
The green
sounds
frog
bad.
character from the trailer.
Hermit.
Oh, I that.
The one from Mando?
You know what?
Grogu.
Let's just
Frog
move on.
lady. Frog lady.
No.
I'm so
It's
confused.
it's a crossover. What's
Yeah, She-Hulk starts eating the eggs just like Grogu does, but it's not as cute. Yeah.
It's really disturbing.
Oh man, Ryfin, where
Ooh,
can
a
the
She-Hulk.
people find you on the interwebs?
You could find me on Twitter at gryfun3, GRYFUN3, and on Instagram at that. You could find me on Letterboxd at gryfun. I haven't logged as much lately, although I did rewatch a movie recently and gave it a much lower score than I initially gave it.
Ooh,
You could check on my log for that if you really want to see it. But
yikes!
Dad wanted to watch it, and I was like, okay. And I was like, oh.
So you
That's it.
decided Memories of Murder wasn't that good, huh?
I rewatched Old with my father.
Oh yeah, old
Oh.
sucked. I hate that movie.
Okay, I don't think it
I
sucked.
hate that movie.
I think it works better in a
I
theater.
gave it
first
half
off.
a star.
I agree with that. I think
think
it
it
worked
worked.
okay in a theater.
Yes.
I think
I
it was
gave
okay.
Old
in a
a
The
theater.
10 out
sound
of
design
100.
worked better in the theater when it was going all around you.
Yeah. All right, Roth. Rebel Without a Cause was awesome. It was
Yes.
a classic Good Day for a Movie
Dude, one of
podcast
your guys gave
episode
it a
where
bad
they were
review.
Yeah,
yelling
I
at
know.
each other.
Sage didn't like it. We
I
got into
love-
another classic argument.
Dude, the fight on that episode was
I gotta
awesome.
listen.
Mhm,
It
mhm.
was
It's been a
Sage-
long time since we've gotten in a fight. We used to
Say-
do that like every other episode.
Sage was getting so gaslighted, it was ridiculous.
No, we were right. I
I'm
listened
kidding.
back to it.
I know. I listened. Yeah, no, yeah.
Our next episode is on the Fifth Element.
yes.
I will be watching
Oh,
that
yeah.
tonight
Movie.
for the first time. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's yeah.
Never
It's
seen
one
it.
of
man.
Bruce's best.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
Multipass.
I was gonna watch it when you guys did your Bruce
Mamma Mia.
episode, and I was
Yeah.
never got around to it. So now I'm
Lilo
I'll do it tonight.
Multipass.
One
I
of my
love it,
film-
dude. You're gonna love
Hello,
that episode.
Moto.
yeah, I'm
Classic Chris Tucker.
excited.
It's
Mhm.
good stuff, man.
It's
Mhm.
one of my film professor's favorite films.
Wow.
As it should be. I liked
Yeah.
it. I thought it was good. Roth, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd at Roth from Wyoming. The podcast is available where all podcasts can be found. The Good Day for a Movie podcast.
Awesome. Dr. Earl is off the grid. He occasionally hangs out in the Deucecast Discord pretentious corner.
I'm popping in every now and then.
Oh, I know you are.
I did this
Mhm.
weekend.
You did this
Mhm.
week. It was a great post. I really appreciated the post. So I should have
We
put the
We will
trailer that
discuss
I
more.
put out
We will
there.
discuss more.
Yeah.
We
it's
need
good.
more Jean-Luc Godard.
That's right,
content.
Jean-Luc
Yeah,
Godard.
yeah,
we
yeah,
need
yeah,
some.
yeah.
Yeah.
Breathless. Need
Rest
some
in peace,
Breathless.
brother. Dave, where can people
Yes.
find you on the interwebs?
Well, funny thing, first of all, if you go on TikTok, you actually can see a She-Hulk filter where it turns you green. It's fascinating
Oh,
because people are using that and they're singing Wicked songs, which is I appreciate. And
that
it
makes more
works.
sense.
It works. It really does. I'm like, there is hope for this country. Second of all,
Yeah,
you
not
can
going on
find me, of
TikTok.
course, on the Main Street Electrical Podcast, which comes out every Thursday, which by the time most people hear this will be tomorrow. And Jen and I will be getting together, and she's going to be talking about her Costa Rica adventure from Adventures by Disney. We'll be talking some D23. That's our Disney and travel podcast. We have a good time with it as well. So there's that. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and all those type places. And sometimes I'm in Discord and Datcord, both at the same time.
Wow.
Occasionally I'll drop in.
Discord.
Apparently, we have a fantasy football league. I don't want to install the app, so I have no idea what my team looks like. So,
Hey, your
They do
team
have
is
a
better than my
website.
team.
I got to get a new quarterback, apparently.
Yeah, your team
That's
is
tough.
way
I've
better
got
than my
Dak in a
team.
league.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, my dad's quarterback's I tried to talk him out of it. I was like, yeah, anyway.
I got auto
We can
draft.
talk about it later.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't bet on
Mikey, where do
Dak
we find
anymore.
you?
Yeah, well, I'm
who's this
occasionally on
Michael guy?
Twitter. I'm mostly on Deucecast Discord. We've got a really
Mhm.
fun episode of the Deucecast coming out tomorrow as
Oh,
you were
yeah.
watching this. Well, we're live, but maybe you're watching this later. I don't know. Anyways, we had a fun summer wrap up. We did the 5 best and 5 worst summer films.
I
Hits
think
and
we say-
misses. Winners and losers.
Hits
The
and
5
misses.
best and 5 worst guests
Duds
that
and
came on
suds.
the episode.
I don't know. Duds and suds. I don't know. Do not call the episode Duds and Suds.
Oh yeah, the 5 worst guests.
There's
Yeah,
you know
some
what to do, Dave.
surprising things on our
For,
list.
for
too.
the listeners, some are the 5 worst ones and the 5 best ones that came out.
No,
5 best episodes, 5 worst.
You're all winners in our book,
That's right. That's
That's not
right.
true.
They're
And
all
none of
winners.
us are.
So-
as far as you know.
As far as you know,
yeah,
exactly.
there's some good stuff.
All
in the
right,
episode. It's
we will
surprising.
be back next week. Really, it's the last week before we really start having a lot of content because Andor will come out. 3 episodes. I am not 100% sure
That's
how we're going to
not-
cover all that.
That's
We
not
might-
good.
We might have to break that up for Earl.
Yeah, 3 episodes of
Yeah, because
Andor.
I'm going out of town that Thursday, and
Oh,
that's
my-
dropping Wednesday, right? Isn't it dropping Wednesday? night?
Yes,
Yeah.
Wednesday the 24th.
So I'm not going to be able to see it till
my-
probably.
Just stay up until 2 in the morning.
No.
No, I got to pack, and it's bad.
Earl, it's tough being a doctor, I
It's
guess. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate
All right,
the
here,
chat. Sorry I had to block Rhett for 5 minutes, but he never came back. I just can't allow that type of conversation to occur in the chat like that. Maybe he'll learn something. I doubt it. So we'll be back next week for sure, though, to talk some more She-Hulk. Thank you guys on the panel. It was really fun, and we will catch you guys next week.